I just made a whole tutorial on my phone, or my camera. So I'm gonna start over, and this time I'm gonna start on the TKT thing, sitting down first. So explaining it, and then I'll get into like what I was talking about with rotations and that sort of thing. So starting with, okay, so vert kicking is like, vert kicking is not really, I don't know, been broken down, I guess. Well, anyways, like the current way to look at vert kicking is that if it looks good and you're doing the rotation, then you're doing the kick, or you're a kicker, or whatever. If you're doing a lot of different kicks, you're a kicker, and I don't agree with that at all. It's because the sport's grown past having three transitions and just throwing stuff and making it look good. Because you can, in fact, trick, you know, for different reasons now, rather than kind of doing the exact same tricks that, you know, everyone else is doing, or the only tricks that are on I don't know, just the sport's grown past what it used to be when I started, anyways. So when I started, it was like, there's like a 360 crescent and a cheat 7 kick and a 540 kick and that crap. And that's just, it's past that, because there weren't like wraps and swings and like wraps to swing and, miss leg and front swing and carry through and illusions crap and this, that, and the other. And it's like, we didn't have that when I started. And so it, it's begun to evolve, and like I feel like the mentality hasn't changed about it, where it's like, if it looks good, it's good enough, and that's just not the case. I mean, you see guys that have super sharp kicks, razor sharp kicks. Just look like they're cutting the air apart, and you don't get that by just swinging your leg. Like, I feel like people forget that this came from martial arts, and if you want good kicks, you have to imply martial arts technique. It's not just swinging your leg up, or it's not just like crescent kicking everything. If you really think about it, it doesn't feel good on your hips when you crescent kick, unless you're going to hyper it. Because, I don't know, crescent kicks hurt. At least they hurt me. I did a crescent kick a second ago and popped my hip out. Just didn't feel good. So, um, yeah. So let's go into that. Let's go into martial arts technique. Let's go into how to make your kicks razor sharp. How to make your kicks look like that. You know what I mean? Like, because I guarantee, if you're looking at this video, you can do a tornado kick and like a step over hook or a skip hook or whatever. Um, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to grasp this concept. It's insanely simple. Plus, the thing about it is that TKT is for vert kicking. If you go over the side, or you're corking or whatever, it doesn't apply. Vert kicking is about vertical rotations. So we're talking about pop kicks, cheat kicks, wrap kicks, swing kicks. We're not talking about corks or about, pop full variations or side swipes or whatever, snapper swipes. Like, none of that applies, because it's a different system. TKT is vertical rotations and how to count them. The reason why it's so important is because, let me explain that. Let me explain why it's so important, so that you can understand where I'm coming from with this, because it's, I learn new kicks all the time, and it's mostly because, like, I just, I've forgotten what I've landed and what I haven't, because it all feels like the same kick, the same 2 kicks, and the same 3 variations. I mean, they're all the same thing. You just have to figure out how to make yourself feel that. And once you feel that, I mean, all kicks are the exact same. They're the same freaking kick. That's why I get bored with my own videos. Like, I get bored with my own tricking, because kicking just looks boring to me, because it's all the same crap, just done with a different takeoff or a different ending. Like, it's the same thing. So it's hard to feel diverse in kicking, at least for me, just because it's like, it's just, it's all 360 and 540 rotations. Because you're only counting the in-air rotation. Like, say you take off in a backside stance and you kick in a pop stance. It's going to be a 180, 540, 900, or a 1260. But nobody's landed a 1260 before. It hasn't been done. An in-air rotating 1260, 3.5 rotations, has not been done. 10 or 3 rotations with a hook kick is barely doable, much less anything past that. So I can attest to how hard that is. That is really freaking hard to hit 3 rotations and a hook kick. Really hard. So this 1260 and 1440 business, just dispel it, because that's not what we're counting here. So let's take it back to this. Okay. Martial arts technique dictates this. When you kick, you're not just swinging your leg up like that. That's not a kick. That's a swing. We might as well be doing ballet if that's the case, okay? Now, a martial arts kick comes from 3 elements, that you need to know about. 3 elements for acrobatic kicking. It's a chamber, a snap, and a rechamber. That's just how it works. Think about your target right here, a 45 over here, and a 45 over there. So you got a target and 2 45s, your right or your left, depending on which one you do. Think about, so I'm in a backside stance right now. Okay, this is backside in relation to my target. My round kicking leg is in the back. It's a backside stance. Okay, this 45 over here. Okay, I'm going to bring my knee up at this 45. You can bring it up front or sideways. Your choice, because no matter what, you have to kick across. So I personally bring my knee straight up and then rotate into my round kick because it's faster. Because bringing your leg all the way around takes too much time. That's why this takes a ton of time, whereas this here takes 0 time, almost. So, bring your knee up at this 45, okay? You're going to snap it across your target and then rechamber at or before this 45 over here. The 45 past your target, okay? That's a round kick. When you do a tornado kick, you should chamber your left leg, right? Or your right leg, depending on which way you rotate. I chamber my left leg. Here, I'm going to switch, chamber, then kick. Okay, I'm not going to go like this. I'm not going to come up here and swing my leg up like that. It doesn't look good. It looks good, but it's not sharp. Okay? The other thing is if you chamber, kick, and then rechamber, no matter what you do, it's going to be impressive. And that's the thing. Doing the rotation is not impressive. Anybody can just jump and spin like that and then throw a kick out, throw their leg out like that. Like, that's not kicking. Okay? Kicking implies using actual technique, and you want to integrate that. It makes things easier for you. Believe me, it's easier on you if you do this. So for a hook kick, okay, start here in a front side or pop stance, okay? Like I'm right here, my round kicking leg is right in front of my hook kicking leg is behind me. My right shoulder's to my target. I'm perpendicular to the direction I'm traveling. Okay? So when I do a hook kick, you're gonna turn, cock your knee up, right? Now think about drawing a line from your butt to your heel, and you're pushing outwards. Okay? So I'm gonna do it at the camera. So this is a side kick, by the way. This is how you do a martial arts side kick correctly. Chamber, kick, and then pull it back. If you notice, my heel is on the same path the whole time, okay? Like that. I'm not hinging, and I'm not pushing. Like, it's like a piston is coming down my leg like this. Here, straight. Like there's a line, okay? That's how you want a hook kick. Start here, chamber, kick, pull it across, and rechamber. Okay, so you can see the difference between this hook kick, where you just swing your leg, and a snapped hook kick, because it's cleaner, and you can see that. Now, any type of rotation, think about it like this, okay? Any round kick you do should feel like a tornado kick, okay? So, you do your rotation, whatever it's going to be. I'm going to do a pop here. I'm going to do 2 rotations. No, I'm going to do 1.5 rotations. Normally this is where you hook kick, right? Well, bring my left leg up, switch, and round kick, okay? Every time I round kick, it should look like that. Every single time, okay? So if you can do that, then you're not learning an entirely new move. You're learning a takeoff, a few rotations, and then you're doing a tornado kick in the air. You've been doing tornado kicks since you started tricking. There's no reason why you don't have that muscle memory ingrained in your body so deeply. I mean, when you think round kick, you should think, I'm going to chamber left leg and then kick with my right leg. Because the timing is the same. There's nobody here, dude. Go back to sleep. So, the timing is the exact same, okay? It's identical to it. So, let's look at TKT then, okay? So, you count TKT as this. The place I take off to the place that I kick. Easy, right? No, apparently it's not. So let's break it down so that it is easy to do. So let's start with a backside 9. Let's start there. No. Let's start with a backside 720. Let's talk about this. A 720 says you do 2 rotations and a kick. Is that correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong in saying that a 720 is 2 rotations. Okay. So a backside 720 is 2 rotations and a hook kick. Am I correct? No. A backside 720 is 1 rotation and a hook kick. It's a 360 in the air with a hook kick. It is a 360 hook kick, not a 720. Watch. We're going to go all the way up to 1260 on this one. Okay? Ready to follow me? So, starting here, backside stance. I'm going to jump up, rotate 180, 360, and hook kick. 360 hook. Okay? That's all it is. Okay? Here, hook kick. Easy, right? Now, if I can do that rotation, and I can chamber my left leg by the time I hit the peak of my jump, so I jump up, and I fall back down. If I can get 360 done on the way up, I can fall into a tornado kick, okay? That is your backside 9 or 540 round kick, okay? Backside stance, 1 rotation and a half, 540 round, okay? So, let's think about this now. Pop side. If I do a 360 and I'm in pop side, if I'm going to do a kick, it has to be a round kick. 360 round. Pop tornado. 360 round kick. Okay? Now, if I'm going to do the same thing where I jump up, get the 360 done on the way up, okay? I come here, I spot, 360, turn, hook kick. 540 with a hook kick, yes? Start here, 1 rotation, another half, and a hook kick, okay? It's a 540 with a hook kick, so there is a 540 hook. Cool, we're tracking. So, let's talk about backside 10 or 720 hook. If I start here, in my backside stance, I do my 540 and I get my 540 done on the way up, so then I spot, okay? So I'm jumping up, jump, 360, 540, bam, I'm right here, I'm in pop stance, 540 rotation has been done in the air. Turn, hook kick, and land, 720, 540 plus 180 plus a hook kick is 720 hook. Now if I do a 720 on the pop side, it's a 720 round. Here, rotate 1, rotate another half. Got that done on the way up, right? Okay, so then I chamber my left leg, throw it like a tornado kick, 720 round. I did 720 rotation in the air, and then I did a round kick, a 720 round. Okay, that is your pop 9. Now, if you think about these things as 900s, 2.5 rotations, and all this business, that's impossible to think about because you can't break it down because it doesn't make sense. Okay? If you're doing a 720 on the front side, hold on.